Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Seafood That Guy channel. This is your boy Seafood That Guy speaking, and today we got something really cool sorted out. I'm gonna be joined with Luffy with the pull-up, and we're gonna be putting in our predictions for One Piece chapter 1092 that's dropping later on this week. But before we get started, make sure you guys are liking that video. Make sure you guys subscribe. We're trying to get back into that algorithm. We're on our way to 400 subscribers, so make sure you guys support the channel and subscribe. Also, hit the notification bell for future notifications about One Piece content from this channel. And without further ado, let's get straight into it.
Hey, listen!
All right, like I said before, you guys, on the channel today for our chapter prediction, I got Luffy with the pull-up here. What's up, bruh?
Yo, what's up, guys? Thank you for having me.
And yeah, bro, we're about to get into it, bro. This is the first collaboration video we got on the channel, so shout out to Luffy with the pull-up. I'm gonna just call him Luffy from here on out.
Seafood.
Yeah. So, bruh, first off, let me ask you, like, how did you feel about chapter 1091? I mean, it left off with Luffy basically like throwing that kick and stepping up to Kizaru or whatever. Like, how you felt about it?
Bro, like, it was crazy because, like, to see where he's come from and to, like, we seen before when, you know, animals pulled up on them, like, what happened. But now everybody kind of has this feeling like, yo, the Straw Hats might be able to prevail on this one. So it's nice to see where they've come from so far. It's hype. This whole Egghead has been super, super hype. So, like, I can't wait for the next chapter. Like, I just can't wait.
Bruh, like the way Luffy stepped to Kizaru, I talked about it in my chapter review, but basically, like, every time Luffy steps up to like the main boss, it always goes bad, bruh. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
He tried to do it against Kaido in the last arc, and the first time he went up to Kaido, he got absolutely demolished. He did the same thing to Big Mom, bruh. When they were in Whole Cake Island, bruh, everybody was bouncing, everybody was running away, and this man was like, oh, let me just get a punch off. And this man went gear fourth and tried to hit Big Mom, and she one-shot him.
It was bad, but you can almost say that this is the second time around, because the first time, you know, Kizaru was murking them. So this time, this could be the second round. Maybe Luffy got something for him, but let's see.
Oh yeah, like, Oda's not gonna make Luffy go down like he did last time.
It would be. I wouldn't hate it though. I wouldn't hate it if he still got murked and it's just like, yo, you gotta hone this, you know, this gear fit skill. Because I mean, he's just, you know, Luffy's just out there right now. He's just doing his thing. He's just like, I don't know, what's the word for it? He's just acting freely, but he doesn't know what he's doing fully yet. Like, he's never went gear 5 before, so, like, let's see if he knows exactly what he's doing against an admiral. Admirals know exactly what they're doing. Like, they've had their fruit for a long time. Like, Kizaru's like, he's an admiral for a reason. So let's see what Luffy got.
So let me hear, like, definitively, who do you think would win between the current Luffy and Kizaru, bro? Just give me a straight answer.
Oh, man, that's hard. That's really hard, because it's like, if we're going to go with the pacing that Oda is going with right now, then it seems like, you know, Luffy's probably gonna get him this time.
Right.
But if we are going to slow down a little bit, then, I mean, I think realistically, like, Luffy shouldn't be able to beat him yet. I still don't think he should be able to beat him yet. I could be wrong though, but I still think that Luffy would lose.
So you still think Luffy's like right under Admiral level?
Yeah, just because like if we've never seen a Logia awaken before, so if he's awakened,
right? If he's awakened, that's a different ball game, right?
It's a different ball game. Like the only person then that would probably like I have this. I feel like Blackbeard's gonna pull up. I don't know why, and his dark fruit is gonna like nullify Kizaru.
Oh.
I feel like
what?
Yeah, that would be crazy. I know it's kind of hard to put Blackbeard at Egghead, seeing that he just murked the law, but like I feel like if Oda really wants to bless us, he would do something like that and just have Blackbeard murk Kizaru. So then Luffy doesn't have to do it.
So you mean to tell me you got Blackbeard for murking Law, capturing Garp, and murking Kizaru all in the same arc?
I mean, I just think that Blackbeard's fruit is definitely the superior fruit over Kizaru. So like I just think that
absolutely.
So he gets clapped automatically.
That would be a fire clash too, bro. Light versus darkness. That's
imagine crazy. The lights just going out and then Robin's gone and Kizaru is just
and Robin is gone. Whoa.
Robin's gone.
Yo. This man is wild, bro.
What do you think, though? What do you think?
All right, so off rip, I'm gonna tell you, I feel like Luffy might actually stomp this man, bro. And I think that, yeah, I don't know if he stomps him exactly. Maybe it's a high diff. Maybe there's no conclusion. Maybe it's just a clash, right? So, Oda loves his clashes, you know what I'm saying? Oda loves to just like make people do like two moves and then there's like no real conclusion. And that way the fan base is going to be arguing about it like 10 years later. The fan base is still going to be arguing about it. But like...
No, that makes sense.
But like, I feel like obviously narratively speaking, Kizaru absolutely stomped these dudes in Sabaody Archipelago 2 years prior. I think that now it's probably about time we see an admiral like actually fall, because right now the admirals are like 10-0, bro. Like there's never been an admiral that's lost a fight anywhere really, unless you consider like Kuzan versus Aokiji, unless you consider it like Kuzan taking an L there. But
so you think that you have Whitebeard losing?
Whitebeard? Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. Whitebeard lost. Ace died, so the mission wasn't even completed. And
so so within the fight between him and Akainu, within that little fight, who do you think won that?
Oh, I give that to Akainu, bro.
Ooh.
I give that to Akainu, bro.
He did blow his face off. He blew half his face off.
Yeah, like for everybody that watched the anime only, go back and read the manga, bro. Like Akainu did damage to this man. He did crazy.
He was getting rocked too.
I mean, yeah, he was definitely getting rocked, and especially when Whitebeard snuck up behind him after he killed Ace. But even then, Akainu tanked it, bro. It's not like Akainu wasn't even done after that, bro. He was still ready to go.
Yeah, he didn't show any awakening or anything. So imagine that he's awakened. It's gonna be.
Oh yeah, and we know he's awakened. We know him and Kuzan is awakened after Punk Hazard, bro. So that's just another layer to the craziness that is Akainu, bro. So yeah, bro.
Okay. So you have Luffy winning. I could see that.
Yeah, I definitely have
pacing wise.
Yeah, I mean, and to be honest with you, if Kizaru falls here, right? Think about it. If Kizaru falls here, it's not like the world government has lost that much, because they still got Fujitora, they still got Green Bull, they obviously still got Akainu, they got um if people believe that Aokiji is still like technically good somewhere, people think that he's just undercover with the Blackbeard Pirates, like he's not really evil, then they still have him too. So they still have plenty of admiral. There's a lot of admiral level characters right now, bro.
Okay. What do you feel about Green Bull and Fujitora? Do you feel like they're even anywhere close to like those main three from the beginning?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think Fujitora is, only because
why? He couldn't even get through the birdcage. I mean, the birdcage.
I mean, was he even trying to get through the birdcage? I feel like he just had his sword out.
You think plot-wise?
He ain't sending no meteors at the birdcage, dog.
All right, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And also, between him and Sengoku, they one shot Jack, bro. Like, and that's a a Yonko commander. So like they one shot a Yonko commander without breaking a sweat. That's something an admiral could do in most cases. So yeah, I definitely feel like Fujitora is definitely up there, bro. Definitely.
Okay.
Green Bull, okay. I don't know. I want to say Green Bull is up there, but he's the only admiral that got afraid of a Conqueror's Haki blast. You know what I'm saying? And I know Shanks's Conqueror's Haki is like next level, but this man felt the Conqueror's Haki and ran away, bro. I never expected an admiral to really be put in that position ever. So I really don't know.
Did he run away because of the numbers between everyone on Wano and Shanks, or was it just for Shanks by himself, you think?
I mean, the numbers weren't bothering him before he knew it was Shanks.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean? Like the numbers, he was completely okay with the numbers. And he knew what he was getting into going into Wano. You get what I'm saying? Like, he completely defied Akainu's orders and was just like, nah, I'm gonna just go get these dudes anyways. I know there's a couple Yonko commanders there. Everybody else is washed up. I'm gonna go get them. But as soon as Shanks came out with the Conqueror's Haki, he was like, all right, you know what? Maybe I want to rethink this, bro.
Let's pump the brakes on this one.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that he already solved his fire issue. Like, fire is not a thing for him. I was very proud of him for not having a fire disadvantage. That's pretty good. So he has a pretty good control of his fruit. So I think that he's probably going to be pretty good. Maybe I slept on him a little bit.
Yeah, I probably put him like maybe right below Fujitora, but maybe even on the same level, to be honest with you. So I'm not lowballing him too much. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely still strong for sure. He's definitely still admiral level. After all that, I still got Luffy. I got Luffy beating Kizaru in this moment. You know what I'm saying? Just even if it's a clash, I think if Luffy clashes with Kizaru, makes him look kind of bad. He doesn't have to kill Kizaru or beat Kizaru up, but if he just like stunts on Kizaru, bro, a little bit, and then leaves with Vegapunk, bro, that's enough of a win for me, like in this moment, bro. You know what I'm saying?
If Kizaru tries to get away with his light and Luffy just like either grabs him or just like knocks him out the air, just like a speed blitz, and then gets away, that'll be great for the story overall. The pacing would be there, and it would give us what we need. Right.
But getting into it further, let me ask you, because here's the thing. Oda's basically showed us in Wano that these like higher tier clashes are gonna be decided by Conqueror's Haki. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that it's possible that Kizaru could have Conqueror's Haki? Is that even possible, or do you think he has it?
So I mean, you would have to. Garp has Conqueror's Hockey.
Yeah, for sure.
If Garp has Conquerors, you would have to think that the Admirals as well would have Conquerors. Okay. I mean, they're Conquerors in just different different aspects, but they're still Conquerors the same. They're still Admirals, and they still hold high rank. So you would think that they would have Conqueror's Hockey. It would be weird to see Kizaru using it though.
It would. Like, I can't even like really imagine it in my head that Kizaru glares at somebody and then you see the lightning and all that. Like, it's kind of a weird thing to see, but I never really thought, like, I'm on the fence about it, right? I don't know if Marines should be able to actually have Conqueror's Hockey, only because they're subservient to the world government. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of, I feel like, relinquishes and gives up your Conqueror's Hockey. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see Conqueror's Hockey users, all of them want to be like the freest people in the world. Gold Roger, Luffy, you know what I'm saying? Those types of people. A lot of pirates have Conqueror's Hockey, but like, they all want to be free and they don't listen to anybody and they don't serve anybody. Whereas like the Marines, they kind of serve the world government. They got to kind of do whatever the Gorosei tell them to do. So I feel like that would kind of give up the Conqueror's Hockey, but Oda hasn't really like showed us yet. You know what I mean? So we don't know. And Garp definitely has it, but Garp also turned down being an admiral because he didn't want to serve the Gorosei. He turned down the admiral position for being so that he could be free. You get what I'm saying? So it kind of makes sense why Garp would be the exception, because he definitely has it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say that maybe Oda has kind of showed us that, kind of, because like, look at all of the admirals, they have their own sense of justice, right?
Right.
At the end of the day, they're all trying to, like, a kind of, yes, he takes orders from them, but if you look at his facial expressions, he kind of rebels from what they do as well. He kind of does his own thing to the most extent, for the most part. So I would say that you have a will to be able to create your own justice, or you have your own sense of justice. I think that can be powerful enough for you to be able to be a conqueror. But I could be totally wrong though.
Yeah, I mean, Oda hasn't shown us, so really we're really just speculating. We don't really have a clue. It could go either way. And I could definitely see someone like Akainu having Conqueror's Hockey, right? Like, the man's will is basically indomitable. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, there's no reason why he wouldn't have Conqueror's Hockey, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy that we haven't seen any of them use it yet, though. It's crazy that we haven't seen it yet, but it's gonna be interesting to see, though. It's going to be very interesting to see this.
Oh yeah, for sure. And basically, my next question would be like, does that even matter if they do have Conqueror's Hockey? Because we know that they're not gonna glare at Luffy and make Luffy, you know, faint, and vice versa. Luffy's not gonna glare at them and make them pass out either. And I mean, I guess they could do the Conqueror's Hockey clash, but as we saw with Luffy and Kaido, you can basically turn that into like a slugfest with the Conqueror's Hockey clash. You get what I'm saying? Like, they can literally just be knocking each other around with Conqueror's Hockey, and it's just like a regular fight at that point.
No, you're 100% right. It seems like every character from here on out that Luffy is gonna fight is gonna have to have Conquerors, just because it would be no contest for Luffy, because he fights with his will, and his will is extremely strong. His Conquerors is really strong, so it's kind of like everyone else has to have it. You would think.
Yeah, you would definitely think. I would hope that everybody that Luffy takes on as a final boss at this point 100% has to have Conqueror's Hockey, bro.
I mean, to see Blackbeard have it was going to be crazy too, if you really think about it.
Yeah, and I definitely can see Blackbeard having it. You know what I'm saying? I never had any doubt in my mind that Blackbeard would have it.
You think so?
Why would he have it? Why would he not have it? I should say.
I don't know. I just don't see him. Maybe I just see him as just like a maybe. Yeah, I'm seeing him as an Orochimaru type, but maybe I'm wrong. He does seem like a little. He could be playing a charade. He's all like when he gets hit, he does those noises. And
I
like,
get what you mean. He's definitely he gets punked a lot too, because even with Aokaji, when they met Aokaji in the bar, when Aokaji had the flashback a couple of chapters ago, this man was shook, bro, because Aokaji just froze his whole crew, bro. And this man was like, yo, please, chill out. He definitely gets shook, 100%. I don't know, maybe that would be an interesting twist, but I just feel like, how would he have hurt Shanks if he didn't have Kankazaki?
Maybe it can be that split personality thing that people think he got going on, or multiple personalities. I can't wait till we get into him. Oh man, that's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be fire, bro. Bro, we gotta get to that ASAP. All right, so like, what do you think in terms of like their fruit, like the glint fruit, Kizaru's fruit, or versus the Nika fruit? Who do you think has like the more, I don't know, upside to their fruit? Who do you think is the more hacks fruit?
I mean, overall, just the two powers itself, you would think that the light fruit is the glint fruit is just like, it's kind of OP if you really think about it. But and it's a zone fruit, but it seems like Luffy's fruit is just a mixture of every single fruit. He can do everything.
That's basically my thought. It seems like it's only limited by his imagination.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like he can literally do everything. And if you really want to get technical, they say zone fruit users, I'm not sure if it has to be an animal, but they have better regeneration and things of that nature, right? Or no?
Oh, like they regenerate health and stamina?
Yes.
Yeah, they do. Yes, they absolutely. That's confirmed.
So Luffy would essentially have that power too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Luffy died, bro.
And then came back.
Died versus Kaido, I think twice, and came back.
Yeah, so I think that it's gonna be interesting how Luffy would beat him. I hope that it doesn't. All the fights are not gonna be like how Kaido's fight was.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I feel like Gear 5th is very fresh and very new right now. So when he goes like into Berserk mode in Gear 5th, right now we don't mind, but I can start to see it getting annoying to people if every time he goes into Gear 5th, he's just like bouncing off the walls. And I mean, I get it for right now, but I do want to see Luffy like grow into Gear 5th and be able to like wield it properly. And I don't know, I honestly, I could see, like I mentioned this in my chapter review, I could see Kizaru sending like a laser beam at Luffy and Luffy literally like grabbing the laser beam and throwing it back at him.
Yeah, or just doing like what's that old game with Kong where it just like he just hits it and it just goes right back to him.
Exactly.
That would be so crazy.
Exactly.
It would be cool. It would be cool though. That would be cool. I just don't want to. I still want there to be like a fighter mode to Gear 5th though, or like a serious fighter mode where it's like not the fun and games.
Yeah.
More technical.
Personally, I'm hoping he doesn't go Gear 5th, bro, against Kizaru right now. I'm hoping he pulls out Snake Man, bro, and just clashes with him, bro.
You think that base? You think, well, it's not base Luffy, but Gear 4, Luffy would be able to. Ooh. You're asking a lot.
I mean, I don't know if he'll be able to win, but like, I would say like, I don't know, bro. Like we saw base Luffy clash with Kaido in all of Kaido's forms, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Base Luffy was even taking on hybrid Kaido. And then we saw
right.
Gear 4th Luffy clash with Kaido as well. So it's not like Gear 4th or even base Luffy for that matter. It's not like he just gets washed by a Yonko. So I don't see why an Admiral would go in there and just wash Gear 4th Luffy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, if it's a clash, I mean, if it's an all-out battle and we have to have a winner, then I feel like he's gonna have to go Gear 5th. There's just no getting around it. And Oda made it weird now because this man went straight into Gear 5th when he fought Rob Lucci a couple chapters ago.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. Like, he did go straight to Gear 5th, so it would be kind of disrespectful to go Gear 4th against.
Exactly. So that makes it weird, but I just can't see Gear 5th losing at least anytime soon. I can't see it losing. So I feel like if he goes Gear 5th, maybe he stays in Gear 4th for a little bit and then goes Gear 5th. But I feel like once Luffy goes Gear 5th, it's basically game at that point.
Yeah, it should definitely be maybe a little bit of sweat, but it definitely should be, you know, Kizaru just, you know, realizing that, you know, Luffy is that guy.
As far as that goes, I mean, everybody's pretty much been talking about that, but nobody's been talking about Zoro versus Rob Lucci, bro, because you know that's about to go down as well.
How do you feel that fight would go? I don't know how I feel about Zoro fighting people that don't have swords.
I guess, yeah, I never really thought about it. Who's the last person Zoro fought without a sword? I don't recall.
So that's where it gets a little bit dicey, because it's like, how would they clash, etc. I kind of feel like it would be unfair for Zoro to have swords and Lucci doesn't. But I mean,
but he's got, what is it, Tekai or whatever? He's got the iron body.
Yeah, that's true.
So, you know, and we saw Kaku was able to turn his limbs into basically swords, bro. Especially when he's in giraffe form because of Tekai. So, I mean,
yeah, maybe we will see something different from Lucci, but I mean, Lucci's not beating Zoro, though. We all know this. we all know that if he tries to do that iron body stuff, Zoro is gonna probably cut his tail off. Like, come on, let's be serious. Zoro, you know, to me, Zoro's the greatest of all time, but I mean, that's another episode.
Zoro's the greatest of all time, bro. Oda literally puts Zoro up there with Luffy, bro. I be trying to tell people Oda might like Zoro more than Luffy, and Oda claims Luffy is his favorite character, but the way that Oda makes Zoro look, at least in comparison to like Sanji, unfortunately.
Listen, Zoro is the realest G I've ever seen in my life. Like, what he's done for squad is impeccable, and it's crazy because, like, he's not the main character.
Yeah, Oda be giving him main character time, bro. Oda gives Zoro main character panels.
He can carry this. Cause the thing is he can carry the story by himself, which is like kind of crazy. Because if we just run a whole arc with just Zoro, everyone would go crazy.
Oh yeah, it would be like the Sasuke light novel, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It would still have a fan base, bro, for sure.
I would love to see Zoro versus Rob Lucci. I mean, not Zoro. I'm sorry. Sanji versus Rob Lucci.
That would be cool.
Lucci.
I'd be fine with that.
Ooh. And just see Sanji. But Sanji, listen, people have to put respect on Sanji's name too. Like, there's been a lot of disrespect on that man's way. He's Blue Flames right now. Like, we got to remember that. It's Blue Flame Sanji.
Yeah, really... I mean, Oda needs to give Sanji some proper panel time, bro, and not Whole Cake Island panel time, bro. We need like Sanji to have like a proper fight. Like if Sanji put down Rob Lucci, the respect for Sanji would just go through the roof, bro. For everybody, not just me. You know?
Yeah, he needs to beat someone of main character status. Even if it was like just because him clashing with on Doflamingo was not the greatest.
No, bro, that was a bad look. Oh, that was
a bad. The thing is like your thing is kicking, and he broke your leg.
Yeah, bro. So did Virgo.
Yeah.
This is a terrible look, bro. Awful, bro.
Yeah, it's not good. So yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. I mean, the fight versus Queen was good, but I mean, a fight versus Queen, a person named Queen, you're already uphill battle already.
And the only thing question around Zoro and Sanji even taking on like Rob Lucci or even Kaku for that matter is that they're awakened. That's the only like unexplained like uncharted territory for Zoro and Sanji is that they're zones because they beat two Zoan users in the last arc, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like they haven't beaten up Zoan users before. It's just that these two are awakened and that's like unknown to them. It's not unknown to Luffy, but it's unknown to the other two.
Have we ever seen anyone clash with Zoro and Zoro not defeat them? Because if that's the case,
Kizaru.
Yeah, that's the only one, right?
Kizaru, I'm pretty sure Kizaru is the only one that basically put that one.
And Mihawk.
Yeah, Mihawk, obviously. Mihawk, of course.
There's a big chance that, Rob Lucci, you don't want to shouldn't have touched that man's swords, bro.
Bro, I don't even feel like he pulls out all three swords on Rob Lucci, bro. I feel like this man, like, one sword.
Yeah. Yeah, he might end. He might be able to end with him one shot, low key. That could be that little panel right there could spell disaster for Rob Lucci.
Bruh, that's what I'm saying.
It's gonna be the beginning of the end.
Bruh, like this is like worst case scenario, bruh. It was already worst case scenario for Kaku, bruh. Once Kaku went up there, and by the way, Kaku is washed as hell, but the man went into the sunny and realized that Zoro was his worst, like the worst case scenario, bro. This man was like, damn, bro, why did out of everybody I have to end up with this man? I woke this man up from his nap. Like, this is terrible, bro.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, I could see you probably thought it was screaming death to Rob Lucci after you probably seen that. Just death vibes all over the place after the Zoro clash.
Yeah, and the fact that I thought CP0 was on squad now, bro. After a couple of chapters ago.
Lucci is a funny guy. That guy, he's tricked me so much. I really thought he was squad. That's crazy. I would have let him on squad too.
I would have put him in the Grand Fleet.
I think a lot of people already had pictures of him in the Grand Fleet already. They already thought he was squad. And then he snitched. But yeah, I would say overall, yeah, he's pretty washed. I don't even understand why he's still around, but they need filler.
So let me just get like a general, like, how do you feel this next chapter 1092 is gonna go? Do you feel like it's gonna be like majority Luffy versus Kizaru, or do you feel like Oda's gonna split it up, or what do you feel like is gonna happen in this next chapter, like bar the just Luffy and Kizaru stuff?
Me personally, I think that Luffy is probably gonna go have back and forth with Kizaru, but the Vegapunk is essentially going to give the Straw Hats the opportunity to get away. He's going to tell them what to do to be able to defeat or just at least slow down Kizaru, because he knows everything about his devil fruit.
Right. I actually talked about that in my chapter review, bro. There's nobody that knows more about Kizaru's fruit than Vegapunk, bro.
Yeah, so you don't if you don't think that he has a backup to be able to stop that, you're sadly mistaken. So it'll be cool because I mean we seen Vegapunk grab the hologram, the light hologram in the beginning of the arc.
Right. Yeah,
So
exactly. The and same thing with Bonnie's little laser sword thing too.
yeah, so it's kind of like just gonna probably be something that kind of comes into play where the Star Hat's able to use it to beat him. But I also feel like if you have hockey though, shouldn't Luffy just be able to just straight up hit it anyway?
Yeah, and he already did in the last chapter. He already touched it.
Yeah, he touched it because he clashed with him. So with that, I'm pretty sure the other Straw Hats will be able to use those gloves to be able to like help themselves get away. But we'll see. What do you think though?
So I feel like we'll definitely get some Kizaru versus Luffy. I don't think Oda's gonna do us dirty like that, especially after, you know, having 2 breaks in basically a row. I think Oda's gonna give us something. But I do think that first of all, I just want to say it's crazy that Oda put so many wild cards in this situation, because Vegapunk is definitely like a wild card for the Straw Hats, but Saint J Garcia is kind of a wild card for Kizaru as well. Like if Kizaru was to, you know, falter in any way towards Luffy, I feel like Jay Garcia just goes on to the island himself and deals with the Straw Hats himself at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Or he could get into trouble and Kizaru has to go and try to help.
Exactly.
Something can happen outside.
Yeah, and you know what? That actually leads me to my other wild card theory is that if Katarina Devon is definitely, you know, on Egghead Island, or somebody from Blackbeard Pirates is definitely on Egghead Island, what if they kidnap a Gorosei member?
Wow. I was just as you were saying that, I was thinking that too. That would be the craziest thing.
And I haven't heard nobody talk about this online. I haven't heard anybody talk about this.
That would be crazy because then he wouldn't need anyone to read. He wouldn't need anyone to read poneglyphs. The Gorosei already know everything.
Well, and he already wants I think he wants his island. I think he wants Hachinosu to be like an official kingdom or something like that. Isn't that why he kidnapped Kobe? Because he wanted to bargain with the world.
Leverage it.
Yeah, exactly. So,
well, why do you think he wants to do that?
I don't know, bro. Like Blackbeard.
What's his play?
You know, it's Blackbeard, so he's always got something up his sleeve, but you just don't know why he would want to align himself with the world government, albeit he already did align himself with the world government when he was a warlord, so it's not like he'll do anything, bro. He'll do anything to gain power. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. And I cannot wait to get to his, again, I'm saying it again, we thought the other villains were good. Once we really get into Blackbeard, it is going to be a piece of work.
What I have seen online is people think that this Bonnie is actually Katarina Devon in disguise. Have you seen that?
I did see that, but I also seen someone who does the interpretations of the manga, the
translator. Yeah.
They said that because we thought the way that Bonnie sounded, it seemed like she could be suspect. But
yeah, exactly.
They said a translator said that what was said doesn't, like, if you really translate it correctly, it's not suspect at all. But it was just like it was just
real?
Regular, yeah. I'm gonna send you the link so you can look at it yourself. Gotcha. And then you can talk on a later video or whatever the case may be. But yes, it's actually another YouTuber. I'm not going to drop their person's name, but they pretty much said that probably was not going to be the case. But we'll see though. That would be cool if it was though.
That would be lit.
Where's Bonnie then though?
I feel like either Bonnie is like tied up somewhere, or maybe she just never even left Kuma's flashback room, because she just popped back up out of nowhere and was fine. Like, there's really no explanation. There was no, hey, I went through this adventure in the past of my father's memories and now I feel. There was none of that, bro. It was just, hey, I'm back now and I'm not mad at Vegapunk anymore. Like, that was kind of weird, bro. You know what I'm saying? So when Luffy was like, yo, like, why are you in such a good mood all of a sudden? I was like, you know what? Why is she in such a good mood all of a sudden, bro? You know what I'm saying?
But the real question that everyone should be asking, and we've been asking this question for a very long time in the background, where is Caribou and what the hell is he doing, and who is he trying to give the information that he knows to?
Bro,
who is he aligned with?
Now, bro.
He is. I'm telling you, he's not.
Maybe the Blackbeard pirates caught him on the way in, because that would be Caribou's luck, right? Caribou's trying to get away, but he just gets caught up in the Blackbeard pirates, and then they kidnap him, bro, and they torture him.
But that could be the worst. But that could be the worst thing that could happen to the Straw Hats, that Blackbeard gets him, because he knows everything. He knows the Shirahoshi thing. He knows the Wano. He knows everything.
And on top of that, Blackbeard knows how to get to Fishman Island. He's been there before, so it's not like he's a stranger to Fishman Island. Anyways, he could just go right there to Shirahoshi if he really wanted to.
I really think that I wouldn't be surprised if Caribou shows up in the chapter, this chapter, this coming up chapter.
That would be tight. And here's the thing, Oda's making this last arc basically a battle royale, and I like it because we're seeing a lot of different things happen all over the world. So if Blackbeard, like, obviously he just got done beating up Law, and while that was happening, Garp was beating up the rest of his boys. But like, if Blackbeard doesn't go back to Hachinosu and he just makes a beeline for Egghead Island, or he makes a beeline for Fishman Island, that adds like another layer of suspense to the situation, because Luffy's gonna be stuck between, does he go to Elbaf and learn about the Void Century, or does he go save Shirahoshi? I feel like he would go and save Shirahoshi, you know what I'm saying, without pause. So.
But I mean, we're probably not going to see through the story. We always see the Straw Hats split up, so it could be a situation where they do split up again, and they have a squad that goes to go do one thing and a squad that goes to do another thing.
Yeah, I would like that as well. I think that would be tight.
Yeah, I think that would be dope. I think that Blackbeard showing up would be a way to also get away from the Luffy and Kizaru actually ending and having to pick a winner. If Oda wants to hold that off a little bit more, because the third person just brings, it just messes that whole equation up. So that could be a good way to, stall that fight as well.
For sure. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it there, bruh. So yeah, bruh. Definitely excited about chapter 1092. This has been your boy Seafood That Guy, joined by Luffy with the pull-up. Shout out to Luffy with the pull-up. I'm sure his channel.
Thank you for having me, bro.
For sure. Make sure to check out his channel. I'm sure it's coming soon. And make sure you guys like, subscribe, do all those things. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will catch you guys next time.